Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Panda on Panda. I just malfunctioned real quick, but don't worry because I'm on my period. Today we have
Tia Marie,
per usual.
aka the real pot wife on TikTok.
Okay, she's here with us every Sunday, and we chit chat about the hottest shows. And right now we're watching Atlanta Housewives.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't know why black people call it Atlanta Housewives.
Oh no, I
But
mean, I don't know why I
black
followed
people,
up with that. They knew what I was
but
talking
they
about.
need to know the real name just in case. I'd be like, black people just say whatever. But
No, for whatever reason, that was an inside thought that just followed. It was
it's
involuntary.
intrusive.
Yeah. Ugh. Simon always looked like a magua. You know what a magua is?
Yeah, Portia's so fine. She need to be a billionaire.
Okay.
She's too fine to not be a billionaire. I think all that, and then like all she does to marry rich and she still ain't hit big. I'm upset for her. I'm upset for sis.
But also, I want her to hit rich with someone who is just as fly as her. It doesn't have to be just in looks, but like keep
Yeah,
up with her fly.
agree. Because them last two was not cute, and it
Dennis
made me.
looks like a minion. Like he.
I'm not. I don't mean to call nobody ugly. My
I
bad.
didn't say ugly. I just said he looked like Bob, the one that has two eyes, two goggles. He looks like him in shape and facial structure. But do you know what a magua is? It's the form before a gremlin, like the cute little Furby one. I always felt like Simon gave that to me, and it just standing beside Portia doesn't give what it needs to give. My thoughts are not shared by everyone on this live. They're mine
I
and
never
mine
said
alone.
they. I never said they were cute. I never said they were ugly.
No, and I didn't either. I just described what they look like to me. And I can always find something that somebody looked like.
Portia fine.
She's gorgeous. And like I think that what is her sister's name?
I don't know. Portia's sister. Say Portia's sister and then the sentence.
Oh, I know, but like it's gonna one of those 3 a.m. things.
You.
Yes. So, anyway, I've always thought that she was naturally prettier than her, but with every improvement, like she doesn't get,
Yeah,
P gets
Portia
better.
doesn't miss.
Yeah, she just gets better. Yeah.
She don't miss. Like when she go to the doctor, bro. She go to the doctor.
And he eats down.
He eats down.
And he's got to be black because he like the chin, the nose, the teeth, like he puts it together how it should look, and it looks natural too. Like,
yeah, her boobs sit for real.
Like, and I don't judge anybody for changing anything, but like I personally think black people shouldn't change their noses, but if you do, it should like
I shouldn't be able to know.
Notice, and it should like complement your face and your facial structure, right? The way that Angela did hers is, it looks like it's hard to like breathe, and Brit sounds like
I've
she's
never met a
congested.
person who needed a nose job who thought they needed a nose job, and I agreed.
Yeah,
because
me either.
9 times out of 10, your nose probably isn't as bad as you think it is, but it is what it is. We all have our things.
No, exactly.
I don't judge nobody, but I never said, "Oh my God, let me not date this
popped up next to my actual baby.
She said she saw a picture of herself, one that she's probably seen a lot.
A lot, but I didn't see it popped up beside that specific
like,
picture of my child, the one that looks the most like me. So that's where the awe came in. But I also wanted you to see baby me because, like, look at that face. Look at that face. Forehead was always foreheading.
Hairstyle was hairstyling.
Overbite was overbiting. But this is so cute.
So I feel like now's a good time for a clean slate.
I like that bob. I like a good clean bob. Is that a tramp stamp, Angela?
Coming up next.
Did you see that?
I'm your child. And I have no kids running around here. You just made me cough.
I know exactly how many people have exited my body, and I can't say that you were one of them. Especially if your name doesn't begin with a T.
That's right, Maggie.
Thank you for supporting, though. Yes, thank you.
Hey, and maybe even play
Thank
some
you,
time
Boogie.
off. Now, where to go?
Thank you for love and support. I don't know if I'm sounding lower, but I'm trying to raise my voice.
I see. Salad, the guy.
This period got me depressed, y'all.
Yeah.
Flashing out. I'm finna knock everything over.
I'm not a fan of Phaedra. How do you feel about Phaedra?
Do I think she should be allowed back on the show?
No.
Technically, no.
Especially if you're gonna kick Kenya off for
Right.
similar reasons.
It's like I think Britt should be kicked off too. I always say
Absolutely.
that. I do like Phaedra though.
I
She'd be like, "Ooh, she got a big donkey booty," but would I want her as a friend? No.
wouldn't want her as a friend or a lawyer because Bobby Brown said every time she was his lawyer, he went to jail. But and she was not a good lawyer for Sheree. But
That's because she do too many things. She be burying the dead, being a lawyer.
I mean, like, you can't be a jack of all trades and
Yeah,
not
she
very
doing
good
too
at
much.
any of it, though. Like, try to be good at one, at least. A master at one, at least. I liked her on the girls' trip. She was actually funny on that, but she's never allowed anyone to bring up why she was fired from Housewives. And if she comes back in this episode and they keep going with her and they don't address it, why even bring her back?
Gifts that say I get you.
Like, if you're not gonna, and how we gonna see frickin' frack without addressing it at all, and you actually cop into what you did, like having accountability?
I think Porsha addresses it. I saw like a little clip where she was like, "Yeah, we had our differences, but
But
we're
she
really
been
close."
addressed it. She came back and said she was sorry. She kissed a little ass when it came to Candy for at least a season and a half.
Facts.
You know, before she got pregnant or before she met Hot Dog King, she was doing the work with Candy to apologize and be remorseful.
Yeah, but she wasn't like about to get kicked off.
No, they weren't.
They weren't
gonna
losing
fire
two.
her because
They weren't losing two people.
They weren't gonna fire her because of how she played that reunion. Because
Yeah, she
had
flipped it.
she still kept trying to lie and protect whoever told her, she absolutely threw Frack under the bus to keep her job.
Absolutely.
As she should.
was like, "Why would you tell me that?"
Oh my God,
Why
Sheree.
would you tell me? Girl, Porsha played the right part at the right time. She get it. She might not be too bright everywhere else, but she gonna play the right role at the right time.
That's the same reunion where she was like, "I'm a journalist," and Todd was like, "Oh, now you're a journalist." He was so vocal that one.
Hey, she has gotten more smart throughout the years and educated herself a little bit more. Now, do I think she fact checks everything?
No. No, she doesn't. She does not. She does not.
Hey, babe, no more railroad jokes. Underground. Because you remember when
She
thought
didn't
the
know.
Underground Railroad was a
Her
railroad?
grandfather was literally a civil rights activist,
That shit was
and
so
she thought there
shameful.
was an actual train
That was
in
so
the
shameful.
Underground Railroad.
That was so shameful. But
I
love
always
Porsha.
wondered how they kept it
I
quiet.
love Porsha because of that, because it gave that she was
Authentic.
Valley girl.
Airhead.
It gave that
She's
she
an
never
airhead.
had to think hard in her life, and I love that for her.
Yeah.
And I think our, the younger kids deserve some type of obliviousness to this to the BS.
It showed, I'm sure there was
She
a
was
black girl
Hillary.
that, yes, that
She was
identified
Hillary
with
Banks.
that.
She was the first Hillary Banks.
A live action.
Live action.
Okay. she's not one of my favorite characters. Like, I found her funny, but it irritated me how dumb she was.
Yeah, but I respected her not wanting to work.
Absolutely, no, I agree with that.
Her role was exactly that until
Who she should be, until she decided what she wanted to do. Yeah, and that was perfectly fine. It was just, why are you so dumb? like no way. Your mother's a professor.
I
and
never
your father's
asked
a
that
lawyer.
about London Tipton, and London Tipton was.
I asked
so
that
dumb.
about London Tipton because I didn't understand why hers was so bad. I aged out of that show at that time.
Her dad just paid for everything. She never had to really learn. They was never gonna fail her. Her dad bought the library.
But damn, the
and the gym.
The way she was so dumb was shocking. My first go about with Zach and Cody. I'm not gonna lie. Because to
like
me, she was
stick.
She was
what?
Something Woo.
Wendy Woo.
Wendy Woo.
Homecoming Warrior.
But no, it was
That's
something
classic.
else that she did on Nickelodeon that.
Ooh, maybe I should do a Disney movie
review, like watch and review or whatever.
I was gonna say a marathon.
Marathon? Oh, okay.
Marathon. I want to get onto Streaming University. They don't got Streaming University for 30-year-olds though.
What is that?
Streaming University is what like people are doing right now. Kai Cenat created like a university.
Oh, I did hear about that. I kind of like that. I like him a lot, but like I love this thing.
Yeah, but I guess like 30 and up is not allowed, right? Like that would be stupid. We should know already or already be there.
Because this isn't we didn't start streaming on Twitch. Like we grown with the times and gotten caught on. Yeah, but this isn't our thing. And I also feel like it should be separate.
Love was there. And she's like 35.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, that's what they're doing. Oh, I don't like that she's there though.
She's a teacher.
Okay.
DDG is a teacher.
I guess he gotta get a job somehow.
Yeah, like all the famous people have a class.
Are streamers, like all of the streamers.
Yeah, have a class, and they have to teach a specific subject.
So I think it should be available to like 30 and plus, but it should be separate.
DDG is teaching Beef 101, online Beef 101.
Why? When has he ever been in a famous 1-on-1? When has that ever happened?
He's just talking about being in a famous one because the point is to go viral at Streaming University. So it's not about winning. It's about getting there and being able to go back and forth.
The way I can't stand Daryl ass.
I know it's bad, but I kind of.
It's like good for you, but like I can't. Stand
but he got a point.
Yeah, it's like broke clock be right 2 times a day. I guess
it really do. Even a broke clock be right twice a day.
I really love this outfit.
That is true. Yeah, right. She look good.
In my company for 10+ years.
Blue name. This is Panda.
Respect on that. And the in the front. Respect.
Are your heels like
Girl, yes, that's why I'm like trying to think about my heels going in the grass.
right?
What was I about to look up?
I am daily watching your live. I don't be on here daily, but I try to be on here as much as
I
possible.
want to be in the air, rubbing elbows with the who's who of the country.
I forget what I was about to go Google. It's gone.
We're the
Whatever.
whores.
The horse divorce. That is a very me thing to say.
Definitely.
I very much enjoy her. I couldn't do this in whatever the get-ups they have on.
Only for 2 seconds. We only out there to take a quick little photo op and then get back on the thing and go have lunch.
The color that Porsha has, I was thinking about doing for my birthday. Like dyeing my clip-ins too in my hair. Just wait till you see it. It's copper, but
just
it's
get
like...
some extra
that wasn't
clip-ins.
Porsha. Who's that?
Just get some extra clip-ins from the hair store and then dye those. I don't know if you should use your new one.
Well, I want to use the new ones because they're human hair and it'll dye better and like.
Well, it'll be
better.
human hair in the thing. No, you can just add it to wherever you want to add it and stuff like that. You can still wear your human hair, but like only because do you know how to dye?
I do and don't. I've always
and
just
the
done,
upkeep.
I do the upkeep, but I'm not.
I just don't want you to ruin new hair.
No,
I seen girls do it before, and I'd be like,
so
sorry, sis.
I wanted a.
I wish a conditioner could help.
It was Drew. That copper.
Okay.
I've had it before, and I like it, especially when I can catch a tan. Like it just looks good. Charles is giving what I used to like about the husbands being on the show.
A woman wishes to do, even if we don't know what she does.
That's too orangey for me. Like, I like the one that she has at the golf course right there. Hi! My friend Keisha said hello. That's Samara's cousin.
Hi, Keisha.
How do you feel about Cynthia? I feel like this is her best season.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
so
feel
weird.
like we're getting doses of her, and it's
That's
just
all we
right.
need. That is all we need.
Just
I don't
right.
need Lake Bailey. I don't need her daughter with Leon's face. I don't need any of the men that she dates because
I agree.
Although I did like Patricia. I'm sorry, I liked her.
That's crazy as fuck.
Blame Neely. Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
Nah.
Don't blame me. What? I couldn't think of his actual name. That's why I said what she called him. Peter. Sorry. Do you still love me?
This is what they be catching on Streamer University. They be.
Are you not familiar with Nene calling Peter Patricia?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to say, wait, no, it wasn't.
Not cool.
It wasn't being offensive. I swear.
I don't even know how I would be offended by that.
Just
Even
because,
if I didn't understand it, I wouldn't be offended by it.
well, no, just because like Peter's such a jazz nigga, he shouldn't have your name, you know.
Sassy-ass nigga.
So sassy, and he just ain't shit.
Peter. Oh, Patricia.
Yeah.
She was right though.
But she all in the business.
She was right. This
All
man
in the
was
business.
in women tea all the
Arguing
time.
like toe to toe, arguing with her for what? And
Like a
listen,
female.
I will always love me. We said we was gonna shut up and watch the show. We didn't, but it's okay.
Wow.
We'll try again next week. I will always love me some Greg,
Cause he died.
because the way he stood up to Peter for Nene, like he said, that's the last time you gonna talk to him out. Like, you know, I'm not into all of the gender role stuff like that, but I do expect my partner to be that way when it comes to men sassing me. I don't want to handle it. You handle it.
I feel stressed and
Have you seen that this is happening?
What?
Candy's daughter is going to be on a reality show based out of New York. She's one of the only, I think she's the only black on the show. No, Dame Dash's daughter is there, but I don't know that counts.
I'm confused. What is this about?
It's about the kids of Bravo stars. And some of them aren't kids of Bravo stars, but they all live in New York and they have a show now. Gia Giudice, Teresa's daughter's there.
Yeah, I see the good eyes. Whatever the fuck.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Oh, how? That's just a clumsy girl thing to do.
Riley is entirely too clumsy to be on the show.
That was also a nose job that I wasn't exactly a fan of, but it's growing on.
Riley has a nose job?
She got it when she was 18.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
People just be getting nose jobs, huh? It's just be happening.
I just can't take it no more. You're on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Listen.
We're all friends already.
Are we?
I just waved goodbye, sir.
Yeah, I waved too. And I didn't even know why I was waving.
We the lazy are taking back lazy.
And our lazy boy furniture.
Lazy boy. Long live the lazy.
Yeah, this isn't accurate. I have no idea.
Refreshing
Yeah.
ginger ale.
It's just Facebook lagging, not being accurate.
Sip into your comfort zone.
It's already posted. It's gotta go.
Damn, it just cut off like that.
Because I tried to dismiss a warning. That's it. I'm just not gonna touch nothing.
You can't do on these social medias, bro. You might as well never even have content.
Way to be supportive.
Nah,
No,
I'm not
messing
talking
with
about,
you.
I'm just talking in general, not
Yeah,
just
no,
you.
because all of them glitch at some point or do some
Yeah,
fuck shit.
like, bro, TikTok, people be worried about it shutting down, and then, like, it's just something with every fucking social media. That's a thirst where I had today. I'm trying to be a better person.
I'm not.
I'm trying to not get, demonetized.
No, the thing is like I want to work on it because I don't want to mess up any monetization, right?
Yeah.
But I also want to be able to be myself. Like, it's
Yeah, gotta find a middle ground.
it's
I want to be myself too. Shit.
it's like a
Sorry, excuse my French.
exactly. You know what? I
I'm a
wrote a
work in
book.
progress. Guys working on me.
I wrote a book
like
Wait.
a crazy person.
Wait, did she bark?
She having a meltdown.
I haven't
so.
rewound this whole time. Can I get the bark in person?
Yeah.
Years,
I don't know
kinda
what she
eats a
wanted.
little
Did
bit.
she wanted an apology?
Yeah, cause you know how you said
already
it.
Got it.
She didn't apologize.
She did. She said, "I'm sorry. I said it when I was angry, and I felt like we were going back and forth. But I'm sorry I called you."
But we weren't going back and forth. All I did was tell my friend what you said and how you said it, and that's how you said it. And then I get called a lapdog. But like, if it was vice versa, and I was closer to you, and it was said about one of you and Ralph's children, I would have told you. It would have been a lapdog for you, or would I have been a friend? So you're just gonna sit in my face, own it, and then be like, "I was mad." No, fuck you. I'm gonna bark at you.
But I do feel like a lot of people was wondering where the loyalty with Porsha, why the loyalty with Porsha was so strong.
Well, I think it's because they've known each other since they were kids. Like they actually are friends.
We
outside
know
of
that,
yeah.
but also I still wouldn't have put up with half of the shit that Porsha did. Like, I don't care if you're my longtime friend and shit like that. Like, no cap, the stuff that Porsha does and the weird behavior that she has and stuff, I wouldn't put up with it. And I definitely wondered why she put up with it.
I have put up with like certain stuff like that. It hasn't been deep enough where like they disrespected me in front of people, but like they also didn't stand up for me or whatever. And like, you know, in spaces where I can speak up for myself, but I shouldn't always have to.
It sounds like 35 years of her not sticking up for her though. Like, it sounds like the girl never liked her. It's given that.
With Porsha, I feel like, I think I said it last week, I feel like she got to portray who Shamia actually is when Shamia wasn't a full-time housewife on the show, and now that she is, and she doesn't have the husband in the mansion to film in anymore.
Yeah,
it's a problem that Shamia is shining a little brighter than her, and I don't think she likes it, especially since she's the last OG standing before Phaedra comes back, right?
Exactly. And Shamia knows that Porsha feels this way about her deep down and stuff. So why is Shamia still kissing her ass when Porsha is clearly jealous of you for something you can't even control?
I think
it's weird.
I think it's genuine. I want to think it's genuine love because that's the only reason
I'm not
would
saying
say.
A percentage of it isn't genuine. I'm not saying that she's even not being genuine about it, but I'm saying that there's a percentage of her that knows exactly what's going on and knows exactly what probably is going to happen in the future, and also is just aware of what the
how this
things are.
Yes, I agree with that. And I feel like she could, as well as genuine love. If I eat all of this and collect, there is some shit to talk about now that I'm
but
holding
she's my
the
friend. Yeah, and before that, she's my friend, and I have proximity to a reality show.
But I don't think I think Porsha's actions drug that piece out though, because if she wasn't talking over her song or like stealing her moment with her car at her birthday, I don't think that this would have even been the route to go, because no one would have had a reason to question Shamia as to why you're not saying anything to her when she's doing this stuff to you.
Yeah, and I think that no matter what, a situation like that or like would happen regardless, because this is obviously their dynamic as kids even.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Because the way they talk about like
this ain't the first time, it's just been going on and on and on.
Yeah, like, bro, this is a repeated offender.
And you know what? I typically don't have anything to say how people are friends with each other when their friendship has lasted longer than my existence has in a person's life. But when I see something and I want to say something, like if I was Kelly and I was really Shamia's friend, I would have told her to be quiet while the song was playing.
I definitely wouldn't have told Shamia to break up with Portia and stuff.
No,
but
no,
I
no,
definitely would have
exactly.
seen the relationship.
But I
as
would
a
point it. I
repeat
would still
offender.
point it out. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
would have
like-
no choice but to point it out. Yeah.
It just would be a fact, and I might say the fact out loud. I might not, but either way, it's a fact that we know.
Yes, and yeah, and it's like I don't feel like Portia's taking any accountability on why it even came up as a topic. Because if you didn't do these things in front of people, they wouldn't have a reason to ask Shamia why she's putting up with it.
Facts,
And she
none
wouldn't
of
have a
her
reason to.
excuses are ever making
Good enough.
sense. They never make sense.
None, and she's
I'd
so.
be like, girl, try harder. You didn't think about this at home, like.
But yo, last week she's having a conversation about you being dismissive, and you're being dismissive in the middle of her saying, "I don't like when you dismiss me," like sighing, playing with silverware. It's like, I don't know.
Like she was looking bored, and she was expecting like
Yes,
Shamia to see her sincerity through her bored stare and her bored
Right.
yawn, and like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like Portia, is if she's not like trying to play Shamia, she has social issues, and she needed to be tested as a child. But that's okay. We all do.
I do think like she got to cosplay Shamia for years, and now she can't and don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. That's a form of autism. Like you could be like mirroring other people that you see.
Like I'm not, but yes.
You laugh, but
No, but yeah, I laugh because, yeah, if we're all masking to survive, and you pick, if somebody look, you know, their personality looks appealing, I don't doubt that that's what people do.
Hello. I just wanted to have a quick conversation with you. I was at Angela.
who is that? That better not be Doug.
You know who it is.
She always be trying to get this man
$500,000 on a camera.
on some type of camera. She's
But
like,
and you don't understand why it's
she's
irritating.
trying so hard because she met with her husband. She's trying so
But you
hard.
started it.
She did.
You knew that was the only person she had to film with during her divorce right now. You knew.
Exactly.
And that was the only issue. And she, like, you're breaking the fourth wall, but you're still not saying exactly, like, he's the only person I have to film with. He's my storyline. You can't film with him. Just, if you're going to break the fourth wall, break it. Like, really break it. Tell us why you're mad at her, because it didn't really make any sense if they're not messing around and you don't care if they were.
Yet again, and now I'm feeling like it's at the
I like his little
point where
beanie.
Portia and I most definitely have to sit down and talk.
You keep trying to have a talk with her, and she don't even give you 2 minutes. Let it go, sis.
Y'all had moments. You walked away. You was in Nashville and you could have confronted her there. And so what's your problem? You let her kick you out.
Working with Dennis has been absolutely 100% professional.
Why is he so close to the camera?
Good energy, and so I'm ready to just celebrate.
I don't know.
Everybody else is sitting back at a safe distance from the camera, and he's just like, like dead in it.
Now let's create this music and release this music through this record label.
Music's still good though.
No,
All of
Listen,
the hard work is paying
outside of the game, I loved her in Step Up. I think that she's talented. I like her voice.
I gotta gear up and
But the stuff she does and the stuff she lies about don't make no sense to me.
do music videos. Like, it's on me to lose, and I won't lose.
Here, girl.
No, I'm very happy for this, and I hope Ralph don't get a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Little basement blowing ass. It's so long today. I feel like there's so much episode today.
Definitely.
All right, it's not just me. Oh,
They had to throw her at the end and then drag
To
her
be
into the
continued.
next episode.
to
Like,
be continued.
Bravo is trash for that.
I heard you were looking for me.
It wasn't because I just saw you on Married to Medicine. I've been seeing you everywhere.
I wonder if she gonna be on both. She
No,
getting both checks.
Nope, she left Married to Medicine.
She really wanted that peach back.
Not even just wanted the peach back, but the girls on Married to Medicine were not nice. And it, like, not that they're nice here,
Right,
but it's a
they're
different
not nice.
game they're playing. It's a different game, and I ain't blame her for
They
leaving.
too smart over there.
Not even just too smart. They
So,
they're mean and like mean in real life. Like this is petty. Before what she did to Candy.
How did they be mean?
Like they, first of all, she wasn't dating or married to Medicine. She had no reason to really be there, right? Then they invite Apollo and his wife on vacation with them.
Yeah, they're smart.
That's personal life. Like you're touching stuff you shouldn't touch. He ain't even a doctor. Nobody's a nurse. Why are they here? Just to like pick at her, and they're just like, oh. I would leave too. I would leave too.
Yeah, I know she wanted that piece back.
I know she wanted that. She been hopping from marriage boot camp to Dubai to the 2 seasons of Housewives retreat or like vacation or whatever that was. I said it earlier, but yeah, one of the seasons didn't air, but then
Why
married.
didn't it air?
Because there was some sexual assault accusations from one housewife to another, and Bravo got sued, and they weren't allowed to release that that season. Real Housewives Girls Trip, that's what it was. So they were in Morocco, and yeah, Brandy Glanville from Beverly Hills was accused of assaulting. Gosh, I can't think of her name. Caroline from Real Housewives of Jersey, like the earlier seasons. Okay. Caroline Manzo. Yeah, an old red-headed lady.
Interesting.
She said she cornered her in the bathroom and touched her.
Phaedra getting all the deals.
Her coups. But yeah, so that didn't air, and then she was on Married to Medicine, and now she's back. She finally got back, and the only reason she's here outside of whatever Kenya did is because Candy is not. Because it was never gonna happen if she stayed.
Yeah.
Never.
I kind of want them all back though.
Me too, and I want a conversation to be had.
Candy, come back. Nene, come back.
Now, Cynthia mentioned Nene last week, and they hadn't been showing no footage of her. They hadn't been talking about her in the clubhouse.
Love her. Come back.
And she got to say her name, and they showed footage the week before and something Nene said. So I'm feeling like
Nene might make an appearance because they know
we might be getting some
Pay
Leticia
Nene that bag. Pay Nene that bag. Pay Nene that bag.
what she's deserved, because honestly, Bravo wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for her.
Okay, make peace. Bury the hatchet. It would be good.
the little confessionals are filmed, you know, after the season is finished and they get to watch it and comment on it and the producers ask them questions. We don't know what happened between them and you talking about Secret Wife and Charles Oakley. Like, what happened? What's the shade?
They need to give us a backstory on some of these people.
Preamble.
On
Tell
Brit
me what's
too,
going
please. All right, guys, that was it. I have suffered.
on. Enough, yeah. You did it. You done.
I just think that she wants.
I'm finna truck home like I always do.
And I am finna clean up and go to bed.
Period. Bye, guys.
Good night.
Yummy.
You're drunk.